you have to buy more chart, get more subscription, and when you buy it, ये सारा join हो जाएगा. That means पहले जो थी और बाद में जो थी सारा seamless होगा. It will be there for the whole subscription period, normally for 1 year. So you should talk to your chart outfit or outfit manager, what we call them, who are responsible for providing you charts, etc. आपने नाम सुना होगा शायद जहाज में, अगर इंडियन शिप्स है तो CNC Marine, they provide their agents for these charts, publications, etc. So they provide you all this assistance for buying the charts, also getting the subscription or renewing the subscription. They can send you, of course, company will do it. So sharing the screen once again, we'll go to the slide. Read, as we have discussed, it is the same thing. Quickly read through. Every information is in data. As we said, it is an intelligent chart because the database is available and we can call certain features on screen. We can remove certain features from the screen. Some data I can want on screen, some data I don't want on screen. So I can manage my display. I can change my display, how my screen is looking. In case of vector chart, it can be customized. We can ask information in the given chart. We can ask for certain information. Where are such and such depths? Where are the hazards? So it will highlight those points, highlight those information which you have requested for. And so it responds to our query. And that is why they are called intelligent. The different layers of the chart, of the same chart, may look different as per your requirement. So आपने पहली चार्ट जो खोली वो ऐसे है, आप और इंफॉर्मेशन मांगते हैं वहां पे. The same chart now looks something like this with some added information, shallow patches and all that. You can start seeing that. पहले सिर्फ coastline था, अभी आप blue patches भी देख रहे हैं near the coastline or near the island, and also around the bottom of the screen. You want more information, text data for the depths available, more information displayed onto the screen. Remember, it is the same chart, no different. You want more information, it may look like this. So the vector chart allows you to have different kind of views on screen, all because of layers, multiple layers. एक layer of information, number 1 में more layer of information, number 2, 3 and 4. Also, when you're zooming the vector chart, the clarity remains. You still get the same clarity. So that small part there on the chart, when you are zooming in, will look something like this. You can see the clarity of those lines there. Small chart, area, expanded, zoomed in, you're still getting that clarity. Raster chart, the picture file, it is produced by just scanning the old picture of the chart. Very quickly it can be produced because charts are already there. Paper charts are already there. All that has to be done is just scan them. Also, you would understand that a picture file is having certain size and a text document has also got some size on the memory. So between the two, who is going to be more heavy file, picture file or data file? Nobody speaks. Okay, I take back my question. I'm not asking. I'm just telling. Picture file has more memory. It consumes more memory. Vector chart, on the other hand, is very light file size, small size, so it consumes less memory. That's also an advantage of the vector chart. On the raster chart, no layering. Every information about that particular point on a chart is just a pixel of given color. On a raster chart, if you are saying, let us say 27 meters written, for the raster chart, it is not 27. It is a picture which is to your mind looking like 27. Computer के लिए 27 नहीं है. Why? Because computer के लिए it is just a collection of pixels arranged in this manner. Small pixels making a shape like this, which is looking like 27 to you in your processor. But raster chart के लिए, computer के लिए 27 नहीं है, it is just a picture on screen. It is same as a shallow patch that in this area you need to make it blue. So everything is just a pixel. आप इसमें कुछ एक लेयर हटाएंगे तो लेयर हट जाएगा, वो पूरा वहां से साफ हो जाएगा. आप कुछ हटाएंगे तो पूरा हट जाएगा, हटाएंगे तो पूरा हट जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं कि एक लेयर को हटाया तो पीछे वाली रह जाएगी. So that is what is raster chart. But as we have already discussed, these charts are also approved charts and can be used for navigation. But you need to have a system which is either dual fuel electric system or RCDS, raster chart display system. Of course, on this chart you can add more data. AIS की डेटा आप इसके ऊपर डाल सकते हैं, रडार की डेटा डाल सकते हैं, जीपीएस का पोजीशन डाल सकते हैं, अपना कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन डालना है वो भी डाल सकते हैं. You can add data to it, but you cannot remove it. As we were discussing on Blackboard, that 27 which was written was not a picture. I mean, it was a picture for the system. It was not 27 data. It was not recognizing as 27. तो जब होगा ही नहीं तो आप क्वेरी कैसे करेंगे? एक जेपीजी फाइल में if you do finding and you say nose, तो पिक्चर फाइल में वो नोज निकाल के बताएगा क्या कि क्या यहाँ पे देखो नोज है, आपका पोर्ट्रेट का फोटो है, उसमें आप क्वेरी कर सकते हैं कान कहाँ है, नाक कहाँ है, आँख कहाँ है, नहीं। बट इफ यू हैव अ डेटाबेस ऑफ नोज, आईज, ईयर्स एंड ऑल दैट, पूरे डेटा में से फिल्टर करके बता देगा हियर इज द नोज, और डेटाबेस में उस नोज का लैटिट्यूड लॉन्गिट्यूड भी होगा, तो पोजीशन भी बता देगा कि यहाँ पे है नोज आपके पिक्चर में। So we see head-to-head comparison. Okay, one more thing. When you zoom in the picture file, you have seen this happening, that the picture gets broken into pixels. छोटे छोटे जो डॉट्स हैं वो जब आप जूम करते हैं तो छोटे डॉट्स बड़े हो जाते हैं और आपको टूटा हुआ broken type of line is visible to you, or features are visible. Since it is a picture file, when you zoom in, this is what is going to happen. You can see that it is broken into pixel. The same zooming जो हमने पहले करी थी वेक्टर चार्ट में, that was still so clear, but here it is not so clear now. You can see a comparison between the looks. Vector chart on the left is not looking like the traditional chart जो पेपर चार्ट में होता था पहले, वैसा नहीं दिख रहा है, थोड़ा अलग दिख रहा है. But raster chart on the other hand is having the same look and feel of the old chart, क्योंकि ये चार्ट वही है, बस स्क्रीन पे आ गया है.
सर वेक्टर चार्ट में प्लॉटिंग सेम ही होता है सर, जैसे वेक्टर चार्ट में कहते हैं प्लॉटिंग.
वेक्टर चार्ट में क्या
सर वेक्टर चार्ट में प्लॉटिंग जो कहते हैं, जैसे वेक्टर चार्ट में प्लॉटिंग कहते हैं, सेम ही होता है सर कि डिफरेंट कितना?
प्लॉटिंग जरूर होगा. It is also approved for navigation. That means you can plot your position on this chart also. You can use it for safe navigation. It is approved chart system. Raster chart is approved for navigation. It has been made in such a way that navigation can be done. Of course, there are limitations with that raster chart, but yes, navigation can be done with this.
Okay, sir.
Which we are going to see in this also, the head-to-head comparison between the two charts. We already talked about traditional looks, अभी last slide देखा था. रास्टर चार्ट तो दिखता है वैसे पुराना जैसा, वेक्टर चार्ट नया जैसा है. वो पुराने जैसा नहीं दिखता, कभी उसमें कुछ कभी कुछ कभी कुछ आप कर सकते हैं. फास्ट एंड इजी टू प्रोड्यूस, रास्टर को स्कैन करना है, कर दिया. वेक्टर चार्ट, लॉट ऑफ डेटा बेस टू बी कन्वर्टेड, all information to be converted to data, so not easy to produce. Raster chart, since the whole world had the chart, paper chart to scan kar diya, for the whole world raster chart available. But vector chart, it is a work in progress. Slowly all the areas of the world are being converted into this. Now we are sitting in 2021, so maybe yes, but when this things started 2012 onwards, not every area of the world was covered by vector chart. But abhi 8-10 साल निकल गए, तो there is a possibility कि ENCs or vector charts are available for remaining part of the world also. Update दोनों में होता है, Y for yes, N for no. Intelligent navigation, we did discuss about it. Raster, not intelligent, cannot respond to your queries. Vector, yes. Now to your question, whether we can do plotting or not. Yes, we can do. We can do safe navigation using raster chart or vector chart. So both are safety or meets the safety standard or approved type of charts for navigation. Clutter is too much of information at one place. Sorry. So paper chart will be looking exactly like that. So जितना information है chart का सब एक बार में एक साथ होगा ही होगा. So raster chart is supposed to be picture and all information there, so it will be cluttered. But vector chart में आप साफ कर सकते हैं. ये हटा दो, वो हटा दो, इतना चाहिए, ठीक. Layering. Now we know what is layering. रास्टर चार्ट में कोई लेयर नहीं होता है, एक ही लेयर में सारा इंफॉर्मेशन है. वेक्टर चार्ट में यू कैन पुट more and more and more and more data as we have seen in the previous slides. Look 1 2 3 4 जो चार तरीके के फॉर्मेट्स थे के लेयर में डेटा थी. मेमोरी की भी बात करी हमने. रास्टर चार्ट uses lot of memory because it is a picture file. Vector chart on the other hand is just data. तो टेक्स्ट फाइल बेसिकली हल्की होती है. आप 5 पेज लिख दीजिए वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट में तो 10 के भी 20 के भी 25 के भी ऐसे का फाइल बनता है. वही एक छोटा सा पासपोर्ट साइज फोटो अपना कीजिए, उसका जेपीजी बनाइए तो 5 MB हो जाता है. क्विक जूमिंग फैसिलिटी वो दोनों में है. Here is another difference built in publications. चार्ट के साथ उस एरिया का जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन है इन द टाइट टेबल्स और लिस्ट ऑफ लाइट्स एंड अदर डॉक्यूमेंट्स, all that will be included in the database itself, ENC में. But that's not possible in raster chart. So there are no built-in publications with raster chart. टेलर डिस्प्ले. ये टेलर तो दर्जी होता है, दर्जी का काम यहाँ क्या हो गया. So tailor display means made to your size, to your requirement. आप बाजार से जाके रेडीमेड शर्ट कर देंगे तो या तो 40 आएगा या 42 आएगा या 38 आएगा. जो मिलेगा वही लेना पड़ेगा. बट टेलर मास्टर के पास जाते हैं तो एग्जैक्ट इंच से मिला करके आपको अच्छा इतना कंधा इतना कॉलर ये चाहिए ऐसे चाहिए जैसे चाहिए वैसे देता है बना के. सो दैट वी कैन डू इन वेक्टर चार्ट. जैसा चाहिए वैसा मैं स्क्रीन पे देखूंगा, बट दैट्स नॉट पॉसिबल इन रास्टर चार्ट. ग्राफिक क्वालिटी अभी हमने जूमिंग को देखा. रास्टर चार्ट इज नॉट सो ग्राफिकली स्मार्ट, not so good a quality there, but vector chart the graphics the screen पे जो looks दिखता है that is very nice, very good. So quality is good with vector chart but not so good with raster chart. We also talked about seamless and not seamless type of charts. Raster chart is having boundaries. एक chart खत्म हो गया अब दूसरा आएगा. Vector chart on the other hand has got no boundaries, no edges. You keep on sliding, keep on moving और आपके साथ चार्ट भी चलता जाएगा चलता जाएगा चलता जाएगा. Now here are the features of anti-grounding application of the EGDIS. On the chart there are depths available. The vector chart can identify those depths. आप पूछेंगे कि कहाँ पे डेप्थ कितना है तो वो बता देता है. तो in the EGDIS system you can define something called safety depth. आपने लिख दिया 20 मीटर safety depth. Ship is moving on the chart. GPS position is there on the chart. आपके GPS पोजीशन को वो चार्टेड डेप्थ से कंपेयर करता रहेगा और जहां चार्ट आपकी जहाज जहां पे चार्ट पे 20 मीटर के डेप्थ से कम पे जाने लगेगा वहां पे अलार्म बज जाएगी। अगर कोई नेविगेशन हजार्ड है तो अलार्म बज जाएगी। तो देयर आर मल्टीपल फीचर्स वेयर यू कैन डिफाइन द पैरामीटर्स कि इस कंडीशन में अगर आएगा तो अलार्म बजा देना। तो वी कैन लुक फॉर दैट इन द डेटाबेस कि कहीं पे ये वैल्यूज मिल रही है कि नहीं, और उसके बेसिस पे अलार्म बज जाएगा। बट रास्टर में तो वो होगा नहीं, क्योंकि जो 27 लिखा था वो तो 27 जानता नहीं, वो तो फोटो है तुम्हारा। रास्टर के लिए वो जो 27 लिखा था वो है काला अक्षर भैंस बराबर। It doesn't know what it is written. Then look ahead view. There are this feature available. You can create a look ahead view. In this, you have defined a sector. इस एरिया में अगर कोई भी टारगेट घुसती है तो अलार्म बज जाएगा। This area is being continuously scanned by the ECDIS system. If any radar object or chart object is entering here in this area, there will be alarm. You can change the range कि कितने दूर तक देखना चाहते हैं आप, 1 माइल, 2 माइल, 3 माइल। You can also change the angle of the sector कि आप छोटा एरिया में देखना चाहते हैं या वाइडर एरिया में देखना चाहते हैं। So you can create that sector as per your need, range and sector. Taking range and bearing, not possible in raster chart, very much possible in vector chart. Because when you are changing your VRM or EBL to find out range and bearing of an object, it is not identifying that object as object जिससे आपको रेंज करके बता सके। But of course रडार से यूज करके आप कर सकते हैं, बट कर्सर से यहां से वहां तक का कितना रेंज एंड बेयरिंग है वो नहीं पता चलेगा। देन सेफ्टी डेप्थ के बारे में हमने बात किया कि you can define wherever there are 20 meters or less depth, please show. तो रास्टर चार्ट में तो वो कुछ फीचर है नहीं, वो तो सारा एक बार में पिक्चर है, जो है सामने देख लीजिए, आप पता कीजिए कि कहाँ पे डेप्थ है कहाँ नहीं है, वो आपके ऊपर है। पिक्चर ये रह गई, बट we can find that out and we can define those short depth area or shallow areas by giving a number. Okay, highlight all those areas where the depth is 20 meters or less. Then there are day and night view. That is basically nothing to do with raster or vector chart. It is to do with the computer system. आपने रडार में देखा होगा कि नाइट व्यू में you can change the display color to orange, during daytime bright because there is too much light in the bridge. You can change to day view, तो थोड़ा सा brightness बढ़ जाएगी। रात में when there is dark, you don't want your eyes to get affected by the light, so थोड़ा सा dim light होगी on the screen so that it doesn't impair your vision. So these are some differences between vector chart and raster chart. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. Then benefits of egg days over paper charts. How many people here have sailed on paper chart? Navigation career using paper charts. Anyone there?
सर एडिस एंड पेपर का चार्ट दोनों था
Okay, so you already know
एडिस से किया है
the acha, okay. So now you have been using ECDIS only on board ship. So you don't know the benefit of ECDIS, because to know the benefits, you need to know what was not the benefit earlier. There has to be a comparison. So this question might become little irrelevant for you. क्या आपको comparison करने के लिए तो है ही नहीं. But if you have an idea about paper chart, what it was, what it looks like, how the navigation was done using paper chart, then you can compare कि अरे उसमें ऐसा करना पड़ता था, इसमें ऐसे हो जाता है, आराम से हो जाता है. अभी मैं phase 2 में क्लास ले रहा था. We were talking about rate of turn. तो कुछ बात उठी प्लानिंग की, आपने भी किया हुआ है. How to plan the turn around a radar object or around an imaginary point. तो हमने प्रोसेस देखी. एक डिस्क में कुछ नहीं, आपने वे पॉइंट डाला, एक रेडियस डाला, अपने आप वो कर्विंग पाथ बना देता है. कोई कंपास नहीं, कोई कुछ नहीं, आपने बस रेडियस दिया है उसको, वे पॉइंट डाल दी, एक कोर्स दूसरा कोर्स डाल दिया और रेडियस बता दिया, यहाँ पे इस रेडियस पे टर्न मारो, लाइन खींच जाती है गोल. चार्ट ट्रिगर्ड अलार्म्ड अभी हमने बात किया, दैट इज अ फीचर ऑफ द ECDIS. अपडेट्स आर ऑटोमेटिक, उसके बारे में बात करेंगे अभी. So there are multiple benefits of the paper chart, of the ECDIS over paper chart. पेपर चार्ट पे हमें बार बार पोजीशन प्लॉट करना पड़ता था मैनुअली. उधर जीपीएस देखो, लैट लॉन्ग लिखो, वापस चार्ट पे आओ, पैरेलल रूलर, पेंसिल, इरेजर, and okay, here is the position. Nothing of that sort on the ECDIS. You are standing and it is telling you here, now here, now here. You can put your position into record. Recording में भी डाल सकते हैं कि इतने देर में प्लॉटिंग करते चलो, तो चार्ट पे वो दिखाता भी चलेगा हर फिक्स्ड इंटरवल पे. आपने ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज डिफाइन द टाइम 5 मिनट्स. एवरी 5 मिनट्स वेयर द शिप इज, उसका प्लॉटिंग करता चलेगा ऑटोमेटिकली. रिमेंबर, अभी पूछा था आपने, ये राष्ट्र चार्ट पे भी होगा और ECDIS पे भी होगा. Passage plan, making the passage plan has become very easy now. Every required document is in electronic format. You don't have to go on the library shelves and look for that book, open that page, okay, find out information. All that manual job is now finished. The publications itself are part of ENC. So every information is available on click. Already discussed that there are multiple features for safe navigation or monitoring the vessel as you are passing through a given area. This is another benefit. अगर दो पोजीशन फिक्सिंग सिस्टम यूज कर रहे हैं, दो जीपीएस है, दोनों का पोजीशन अगर सेम है तो बहुत अच्छी बात. अगर ज्यादा डिफरेंस आने लगा दोनों के बीच में, तो इट विल रेज एन अलार्म कि भाई संभालो, देखो कुछ गड़बड़ है. एक यहाँ बता रहा है, एक यहाँ बता रहा है, जहाज कहाँ है मालूम नहीं. So alarm can be generated if we have two systems of position fixing and there is a difference between them, then alarm can be triggered. The next one is track limits and alarms. Cross track errors. This was a feature that we have already seen in the GPS, उसमें भी होता है, but that feature is now available on ECDIS also. आपने प्लान में डाल दिया है, प्लानिंग करी है, on the chart you have probably this course and this course and this course. आपने डिफाइन कर दिया कि इतने से इतने के बीच में रहना है, तो जहाज अगर यहाँ पे चल रहा है तो इट इज ऑल राइट. लेकिन अगर वो बाहर चला गया अपने एरिया से तो अलार्म बज जाएगी. So cross track limits can be defined and alarm can be generated for the ship if the ship is going out of the safe area, or rather जितना क्रॉस ट्रैक लिमिट आपने दिया है उसके बेसिस. There are some more features or more benefits of this. ETS can be calculated more accurately because the chart on the egg disk is all having all information. So कहाँ पे कितना करंट है वो सब भी रहती है. उन सब को कंसीडर करते हुए we can predict, or the system can predict rather, कि कहाँ पे हमें सपोर्ट मिलेगा करंट का, कहाँ पे एडवर्स हो जाएगा, कितना चलेंगे. All that considered, we can calculate ETA more accurately. Then, of course, there are more features, look ahead view, etc. we have talked. So these are the advantages of ECDIS over paper chart. Some review questions for you to refer. What is ECDIS? A computer system having multiple inputs. A chart display system which can display a chart and help us navigate safely. All features of navigation or conducting a voyage is available there. Traditional system of navigation was paper. तो अभी just हमने बात किया what are the advantages. Vector raster chart का difference. Their advantages, disadvantages or comparison, basically same thing. What is dual fuel? वो भी हमने बात किया. ECDIS system by the use of block diagram, वो भी हमने देखा. कंप्यूटर, उसमें ENC, उसमें updates, उसमें navigation publications, other equipment, GPS, eco sounder, radar, ARPA, AIS, etc. plus user information also. So everything put together was anyway. This is a question which is generally asked if the question is coming from ECDIS. What are the methods of update of electronic charts? Remember that we have two types of chart, vector and raster. Both can be updated. Both are meeting safety standards, and they can meet safety standards only if the charts are updated. So there is a possibility of updating the chart, whether it is raster or vector chart. But the chart being electronic, the updates are also electronic. So who makes the chart also makes the updates, and it is circulated to all subscribers on a weekly basis, what we call notices to mariners, or NTMs for short. Now, when it is floated, when it is released by the office, hydrographic office, it should be coming to your computer system, your ECDIS system also. So how can that be done? The file may be received in different manners. The update file may be received in different manners, and that will dictate what type of updating is happening in the system. So the hydrographic office has released the update. This update can reach your ship either as an attachment in an email, or it has come as a CD, or it is coming to you directly via internet. So the file of the update NTMs have reached your ship either as a floppy disk or DVD, or your outfit manager has sent you an email following are the updates for the ECDIS ENCs. 4 फाइलें आपको दे दी, तो ईमेल में आया अटैचमेंट में, or it is possible that your ECDIS computer is connected to the internet directly. It is online system. Using satellite communication, there is internet access for the ECDIS. So depending on the 3 types of receipt of the chart, whether as email or as a physical media or online direct through internet, depending on this, there are methods of chart update. When we are updating the chart, these update files are also going and getting saved in the system. When we are displaying the chart on screen, हमारा SENC जो है सिस्टम नेविगेशन चार्ट, उसमें ये अपडेट का भी इंफॉर्मेशन आता है, ओरिजिनल ENC का भी इंफॉर्मेशन आता है, और दोनों को मिला के एक पिक्चर, updated picture is displayed onto the screen. All this happens automatically, or you are just doing opening a chart. When you open a chart, it will already collect all related information and bring as one picture on screen. So there are 2 methods of update depending on the type of media or update that you have received. It can be automatic or manual. Automatic can further be divided into 2 parts, fully automatic and semi-automatic. So the automatic can be fully automatic or semi-automatic. Fully automatic में क्या है? It is connected to internet. फाइल रिलीज हुई हाइड्रोग्राफिक ऑफिस से, आपका सिस्टम डिटेक्ट करता है कि अपडेट अवेलेबल है सिस्टम का, और वो डाउनलोड करता है अपने आप और अप्लाई भी कर देता है, सेव भी कर लेता है. सिस्टम इज अपडेटेड ऑटोमेटिकली, नथिंग डूइंग, बिकॉज द ECDIS system is connected with the internet, it is online, so it will download all the files for update. Fully automatic, nothing doing. You can only see that current update कौन सा है अभी, so week 32 of 2020-21. So that is fully automatic. In semi-automatic, you have to provide the update file. Either insert the floppy disk or thumb drive, which the thumb drive is having update file which you have received on email. तो आपके नॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन कंप्यूटर पे ईमेल आया है, उससे आप डाउनलोड करेंगे, उसको आप थंब ड्राइव में सेव करेंगे, और ECDIS सिस्टम में या तो थंब ड्राइव लगाएंगे या CD जो आई है या DVD आई है वो फाइल डालेंगे. then 1 or 2 clicks, all the updates are applied. So थोड़ा सा इसमें manual intervention होता है, that we need to provide the file to the system, update file. So either it can be inserting DVD floppies or providing the file by means of thumb drive, or also we may have setting up of the internet connection. कंप्यूटर को मैं इंटरनेट से कनेक्ट कर सकता हूं, लेकिन कनेक्टेड नहीं है ये, तो हो सकता है डायल अप नेटवर्किंग वगैरह करना पड़े मुझको, सिस्टम को ऑनलाइन करना पड़े और उसके बाद सर्च करके और फाइल डाउनलोड करेगा. So that is semi-automatic. Next, semi-automatic. Next, एक बार फाइल मिल गई सिस्टम को तो वो फिर अप्लाई कर लेगा, अपने डेटाबेस में रख लेगा अपडेटेड फाइल को, अपडेट फाइल को, and then it will start giving you information on screen which will also be having the updates. Now manual updating is the updates given by the or done by the navigator. You have received a navtext message. You are passing through a coastal area. You have received a navtext message. Something like floating object or floating container sighted in so and so area, so and so position. तो आप चाहते हैं कि मैं इस फ्लोटिंग ऑब्जेक्ट का पोजीशन डाल दूं अपने चार्ट में ताकि वहां पे वो डेंजर बन के आ जाए मेरे पास. You can insert this information. You have received on the VHF, I'm towing a vessel, please give wide berth. तो आप उस एरिया में जहां पे ये एक्सरसाइज चल रही है, कुछ माइनिंग हो सकती है, कुछ ड्रिलिंग हो सकता है वगैरह वगैरह, any kind of thing, those kind of updates also can be put in by the navigator. So there has to be a process provided in the ECDIS system. You have to follow the manual, how to do it, but in a given position you can place some objects, you can make some correction to the chart which you want. A word of caution here, once you have crossed that area, you should remove the chart update. जो मैनुअल आपने डाली थी उसको हटा देना चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि वो वहीं पड़ा रहेगा, बार बार लेके आएगा. जो फ्लोटिंग ऑब्जेक्ट था उसको हटा दिया गया, जो फायरिंग एक्सरसाइज हो रही थी खत्म हो चुकी, लेकिन आप 1 साल बाद जाते हो उस एरिया में तो आपने जो डाला था वो वहीं मिलेगा. तो दैट शुड बी कंफ्यूजिंग, एंड सो फॉर दैट you should remove the manual update that you have done to the chart when passing through this area. Each of the ECDIS system will have different method of updating, so you should be familiar with that. which is of course given to you, the training is given to you when you are doing type specific ECDIS course. आप जहाज पे जा रहे हैं, जहाज पे जाने के पहले आप वो कोर्स करेंगे, तो उसमें आपको ये सब सारी अपडेट्स मिल जाएंगी. So for example, that you can see here that there is methods being used. There is this position, there is this object, and you have an insert button. तो आप जब इंसर्ट करेंगे तो ये अपने चार्ट पे वहां पे जाकर के या कहीं और पे जाके वो ऑब्जेक्ट डल जाएगा. You have put a new object on the chart. This is manual update. There can be another system, similar process, but insert new kind of thing. As you can also see here, there are multiple choices to insert. You can see there is restricted area, caution area, offshore production area, area to be avoided, military practice. So these are different kind of selections that you can have on through the chart. You select this particular update, click insert, and the object or the area will be marked on the chart. What are the IMO requirements for ECDIS? Having discussed so far, what you are reading should be very, very clear. IMO says that an ECDIS system should do this, should make the life easy for people. So basically, it is to contribute to safe navigation. Safe navigation में anti-grounding is the major concern, especially in the coastal areas. So this can be used as an anti-grounding tool. So read on. These are general text information. IMO says that ECDIS system should meet the performance standards. और natural सी बात है, कोई भी device अगर जहाज में लगेगी, it should be SOLAS approved. It should have all those features as required by the SOLAS. Then it is ECDIS. Otherwise, if it is not approved, then it cannot be used legally. But of course, you can have ECS, which can help you in navigation. What should an ECDIS do? Display all relevant information on the system, which is required for safe navigation. There should be possibility of update, simple method for updating the charts. That's also should be the requirement of ECDIS. It should make the life of the navigator much easier. Navigation should not be a matter of stress, but rather enjoyment. तो ये contribute करता है आपके ease of life in the bridge. Should provide features for passage planning, monitoring, position plotting, etc. Also recording of the passage. So there is something called electronic logbook. उस electronic logbook में एक given intervals पे position, course, speed, etc. are logged down as data. तो वो logbook maintain होती रहती है ECDIS में. और इसका एक कॉपी है वो VDR में भी रिकॉर्ड होता रहता है। So features of or what IMO says about this. Alarms and indications होने चाहिए, which is part of monitoring, of course. There should be alarms for malfunction. There should be alarm for power failure. There should be alarm for deviation of the GPS position. अगर वो ज्यादा एरर में हो जाती है, आप GDOP के बारे में जानते हैं, HDOPOP और PDOP के बारे में जानते हैं। अगर GPS का HDOP ज्यादा हुआ, more than 4, तो अलार्म बज जाएगी। IMO also says that there has to be certain features of an ECDIS system, which is basically route planning. You should be able to do your route planning, route monitoring and voice recording. ये भी multiple times मैंने अभी बात किया है इसके बारे में पिछले 2 क्लास के। Few words about route planning. Just read on. हमने बात कर ली है, but read on. Next, रूट मॉनिटरिंग के क्या फीचर्स हैं वो भी हमने बात किया बहुत डिटेल में बार बार। एक्चुअली इन सब के रिक्वायरमेंट जो है वो काफी एलोबरेट है, बहुत लंबी चौड़ी रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, वेरी स्पेसिफाइड रिक्वायरमेंट्स। क्या क्या चीजें रूट प्लानिंग में होनी चाहिए, एक लाइन में हमने बता दिया आपको कि ये सारी फीचर्स होनी चाहिए, बट एक्चुअली दैट इज डॉक्यूमेंट में जो IMO की रिकमेंडेशन है उसमें बहुत सारे फीचर्स, नॉट डूइंग ऑल ऑफ दैट हियर। नेक्स्ट, ग्राफिक रिकॉर्डिंग शुड बी देयर फॉर लास्ट 12 आवर्स एट लीस्ट। बाकी सारे रिकॉर्डिंग डेटाबेस में लॉग बुक के रूप में हो सकती है, बट लास्ट 12 घंटे की रिकॉर्डिंग जो है दैट कैन बी replayed back as a picture also. This feature is required to know what the course has been taken, what track has been taken by the ship. आप पोर्ट में पहुंचते हैं, वहां पे PSC इंस्पेक्शन होती है, रूट प्लानिंग थी आपकी, कैसे थी, तो आप दिखा सकते हैं ये इलेक्ट्रॉनिक लॉग बुक और रिकॉर्डेड डेटा। This is how we have come, this is what the record is all about. All this data should be secured, should not be manipulated. ऐसा नहीं कि इसको जाके ये चेंज कर दिया, उसको वो चेंज कर दिया, no. So when using ECDIS, when something is being given to you, it is your duty to be vigilant and you should be cautious that this is giving you the correct information and not the wrong information. So although you have this, a word of advice that in the bridge, if you are the navigator, you are responsible for safe navigation, not the ECDIS, not the radar, not AIS, not eco sounder, not gyro compass. limitations of the system and of the sensors, as we said, GPS not giving correct position, radar, ARPA not giving right position, AIS not having so accurate and full information, gyro having some kind of error. All that is added at one place here. So you should be vigilant about every aspect. And that is why we are doing this bridge equipment course in functions, because we need to be aware of all equipment, how they work, what information they give, and where they can give you wrong information. We have been studying about errors in all devices. So with this, we are done with ECDIS. One second. Okay, just 1 second. कहाँ गया? ये क्या हो गया? Trouble connecting this. 1 second, guys. All right, so we are done with the ECDIS. Now you have already got the notes on IBS, INS. The questions nahi aate, but ECDIS is kind of integrated navigation. INS is integrated navigation system. What it says, एक जगह एक कंप्यूटर पे सारा इंफॉर्मेशन आ जाए इंटीग्रेट हो, मुझको अलग अलग नहीं दौड़ना पड़े, वहां जीपीएस देखनी है, वहां इको साउंड देखना, वहां रडर एंगल देखना, वहां विंड स्पीड देखनी, वहां डेप्थ देखना. नो, all are coming at one place on one computer screen. You are getting everything. That is integrated navigation system. So in essence, ECDIS is a kind of INS. Read more details about that in the system, in the notes about INS, because we have run short of time. So not that it is very important from the examination point of view, but this INS IBS will be a future endeavor of the shipping. But when it comes, we'll see. As of now, we are good with ECDIS, which is now officially implemented device on board ship. Okay? Any questions?
Nice, sir.
Any questions? Okay. So signing off. Bye bye. All the best for the examinations. I think next week
Thank
it
you,
will be
sir.
starting for you. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
I hope.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. I hope you have learned something, taken something from the class, which is going to be helpful in your life on board ship, elsewhere also.
Thank you, sir.
Hello. Okay. Bye bye. Take
Yes,
care.
thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
All the best. All the best. Bye bye. We'll probably meet once again after the examination just to review how the examination went. तो उसके examination को review करने के लिए शायद एक बार और मिलेंगे हम लोग. So we wait and let's hope you are doing good in your examinations. Bye bye. Great day.